Hey everybody. So I got this question in my group this week. What's the deal with God's name? What is God's name? What's the deal with the name Jehovah? What's the deal with the name for God, Yahweh? All right. So I got my 3-minute timer. That'll basically tell me you need to wrap it up as soon as that goes off. So here's the story. In the Old Testament, God gives his personal name to Israel. Call me Yahweh. And this is what it looks like in Hebrew. Yod, He, Vav, He, which is, in Hebrew, there's only consonants originally. The vowels were added later by these guys, but in original Hebrew, it's only consonants. So it's basically a Y there, an H there. This is either a V or a W, depending on how you pronounce it. Put a V and an H. So Yahweh or Yahweh. So God gives them this name, but then we have evidence that by the 600s, that's how you pronounce that name. Why do I even say that? How do we not know for sure? Because the vowels weren't added till later. But anyway, in the 200s, something happened. The rabbis stopped saying the name Yahweh. What they did, in order to do one main thing, which is protect the name of God, because in the Old Testament it says, don't use the name of the Lord in vain. So they're trying to protect God's name. And so they stopped saying it when it appears in the text. And to protect it, they say the name Adonai, not the name, but the word Adonai, which means Lord, whenever the word Yahweh appears. Now, should they have done that? Probably not, but they did. That's a whole other discussion for another time. So this is a tradition then. So what happens is there's what is written and then there's what is said. And that's something that happens in the Old Testament a few times. So every time they saw the word Yahweh, they said Lord, probably starting in the 200s or 300s. Later, when these guys came along and added vowels to Hebrew, they put the vowels of Adonai into the name Yahweh. So if you take the consonants of Yahweh, okay, well, let's just take the vowel. So this first vowel is kind of like a soft A. Can be like an E looking thing like eh or ah. And then here's the O right here. O. So here's the first soft A, and this is a harder A. So you basically take E-O-A, just to make this simple, and you put them in here. E-O-A. Read it right to left. Jehovah. So Jehovah. Well, where'd the J come from? Because there's no J in Latin, or there's no Y in Latin, so Jehovah. So Jehovah comes from combining the vowels, taking the vowels out of Adonai and putting them into Yahweh. Now, later in the 1500s, translations started to put Jehovah, okay, gotta wrap it up, got a few seconds, into the Bibles. So now you can see evidence of this. Most Bibles don't have Jehovah anymore. Some of them still do. But they still preserve this Old Testament thing of of not using the name Yahweh. So this capital L, capital O, capital R, capital D is actually the Hebrew Yahweh. The lowercase Lord is Adonai. So in the very same sentence, you see the same word Lord, but actually one of them, that one, is Yahweh, and the other one is actually Adonai. Pretty wild, pretty interesting. What does that all mean? It means a whole bunch of stuff. We don't have time to talk about it because my timer went off. See you later.